You're listening to Gaming Buzz, your source for information and entertaining discussions about video games for video game enthusiasts. With your hosts, Jacob, Darian, and Christian, all huge nerds who can never have too many games. Now, let's get this started.
Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Gaming Buzz. My name is Jacob. And, Christian's not here. And, Darian's not here. There are two very different people sitting in their spots today. I have a special panel of guests today. I've got two really cool guys here. I have Alex Giebel and I have Zak Kasper with me today. And they are here representing Kitsune Kon, which is a local convention to the Northeast Wisconsin area. And we wanted to talk convention stuff. Isn't that right?
Yep. Sounds good.
So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourselves? We can start with you, Zak, if you'd like.
My name is Zak. I run the LAN room at Kitsune Kon. I've run it for the last, 4 years now?
Yeah.
With another guy, we kind of swap roles once in a while, but it's us two running the LAN room. We're up to 12 or 15 computers usually in our LAN room. Bunch of games.
What type of games are typically played in your LAN room?
We have a lot of stuff. We have Counter-Strike, and we have like Warcraft 3, Age of Empires 2. This year we have League of Legends, which hopefully will be popular, but hopefully other people will get to play whatever they want to. Hopefully it doesn't get all hogged by them playing League all weekend long. That was kind of our fear. We didn't jump on the League bandwagon. We knew it would be popular, but we didn't want everybody to play League all weekend.
Right.
But other than that, we have some other kind of like cult hits like Ricochet. It's a kind of quick game. It's like 1 or 2 minute rounds, really based on luck. If you're really, really good, it's kind of based on skill, but it's a lot of luck.
So, do you play games yourselves during the LAN events?
Yeah, we have a station up there, and we have our computers up there, which are our personal, nice rigs, and then we have our convention-owned rigs for everybody else. It's not a bring-your-own PC, just for liability reasons, because if we were a 3-day only a LAN, yeah, that'd be good, but there's so much other stuff going around, we can't have people bring their own computers in and then go, oh, I want to go to see a panel with, John St. John or, whoever, and leave my computer here unattended. Don't want to.
Trust me, I appreciate that because my computer's very, very heavy.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I mean, it's not even that. It's just I don't want somebody to walk in and go, oh, well, I'm going to, screw with somebody's stuff. And
hey, I like that GTX 980 Ti.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
just going to take that out.
I like this, fully mechanical RGB keyboard that's, $200. I'm just going to take that and walk away. I don't want that to be an issue where we have equipment that'll work for all of the games we have. It'll run it all adequately. It might not be, the best frame rates or 1080p, but it'll be fun if you're playing with your friends.
Right. When you're playing with your friends, you don't care if you're getting 60 FPS or 45, 50.
I mean, a lot of people are playing games that, natively don't run 1080p. So
Counter-Strike?
Yeah, Counter-Strike, Warcraft 3, Age of Empires 2.
Counter-Strike can get 1080p, 60 FPS on like a potato.
Yeah,
so.
But it's still like, you're playing Warcraft 3, you're not playing 1080p.
Right.
It's just not happening.
Now, what about you, Alex?
I'm more of a console guy. I have a gaming computer that we kind of put together here and there from people's spare parts, but more of a console guy. I'll play some computer games here and there when Zak and some of our other friends do, have like a LAN or whatever, but stick more to the Sony PS4.
Are you a PS4 guy?
I am a PS4 guy.
Nice. You run the game room at Kitsune Kon, correct?
Yes, I run the console room where we have approximately 110 to 115 game systems running at once. That doesn't include the TVs that have multiple systems, where they're more geared toward the tournaments.
Last year was my first Kitsune Kon, and that was a great experience just in that room. There were a lot of firsts for me. My first time playing a Virtual Boy, that happened.
Yeah.
My first time playing 10-player Bomberman, 10 people at once. That was nuts.
That is a great time and just crazy, trying to figure out who's going to blow up who at the time and just keep on going around with that.
Do you have any personal consoles you collect for or systems you really like?
I've been whenever I buy a new system, I usually just buy games for that, and I've mostly stuck with PlayStation through and through. When we were younger, we had a Super Nintendo, but then my parents went out for one Christmas and bought a PlayStation 1 and played PlayStation ever since.
You haven't looked back from that, have you?
Nope. My brother has bought Xbox, and then he bought the Xbox 360 and had a great time playing Halo with each other, but still always been back to the PlayStation.
I love Sony and I love the PlayStation devices. I mean, you guys can't see it who are listening at home, but I'm wearing a PlayStation logo shirt right now. Yeah. So I get you on that. So because you have hundreds of consoles, thousands of games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, close to 4,300.
Where do they come from?
90% of the consoles and games are our personal owned systems that we bring in and let everybody else play because we just want to share and let people play other games that never really played before.
I would say 90% of the hardware, the consoles, are ours, and 98 to 99% of the games are ours.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all personal people's collections. We have one guy who he owns every CDI game.
I think it's CDI, and he also another guy owns all the Sega CD games, every single one.
Yeah.
One of the people I spoke with the last time I attended, he was really big into the Sega Saturn.
Oh,
and he had everything, and I ended up playing a game with this dude where I tried to stump him and say, do you have this super rare game that I've never seen physically before? And he's like, yeah.
I remember him talking about that. I didn't know it was you, but I remember him talking about that at the time. He's got one of those binders that's 6 or 8 inches thick.
Yep, he let me look through every single page of that binder, and it took forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Tome Saturn games.
Yep.
I'm really impressed by not only how there are tons upon tons of consoles, and there are some things that you just don't see ever, but also how well organized it is.
Oh, yeah. We actually, about 2 weeks ago, we went through all of our games, and we pretty much bring them all in. We sort them by everybody's names, and then we put them in our computer system, and we put them all alphabetical order through the by name of game, and then we sort them through the binders of the games. So no matter what, you go, oh, I want to play Call of Duty. We'll on the PS4, we'll go, okay, PS4 binder, grab the Call of Duty game you want, and bring it out.
What I find interesting is there are people like me who want to see the rare stuff and get to play stuff that I've never gotten the chance to do before. But I know plenty of people who are in that game room and they're like, I really want to just play Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people that just come in there and there's the jokers that will come in and I want to play Battletoads, and we'll pull a copy out for them because you got to have that, and then there's also the people that want to always try one of the worst games out there. It would be E.T.
I did admittedly play a little bit of E.T. So
Superman 64 is another one.
Oh, that's a great game.
I've gotten a couple of requests for.
When people attend a convention, not necessarily gaming related, because I know that Kitsune Kon isn't directly a gaming convention, but it incorporates gaming into it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
what are some things people should look out for? You guys have been doing this for quite a while now.
If you're cosplaying, it's more or less kind of beware of the people that just kind of sneak pictures here and there. Usually, a lot of them are polite and they'll come up to you and be like, "Hey, mind if I take a picture?" Especially on the female side, some will kind of sneak around.
Be wary of creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just kind of all friends. You don't really see the social class difference or anything like that. You just kind of hang out and it's a fun time.
Have fun and respect each other, honestly.
That's great advice. Do either of you have any con horror stories? Anything that went drastically wrong?
I remember when we had to evacuate the room because the fire alarm went off
Oh,
at Anime Milwaukee when we were helping them out. That was fun. 30 seconds, everybody dropped their controllers and got out.
Oh,
that was...
Was that a false alarm? Was it a planned thing?
It was a false alarm.
Okay. Whew.
But it was still... I don't think I was working at the time, but I heard the alarms go off, and I watched the guy... We were contracted staff at the time. This wasn't for Kitsune Kon. I watched one of the guys that had contracted us. He basically vaulted a table and started sprinting towards the door, shouting, telling people, what to do. And we all sat there and watched the doors to make sure nobody was taking stuff. And we basically had to tell people, if your badges are checked out, leave your stuff here. When this all gets sorted out, we'll figure it out. But it turned out to be fine, but it was one of those things that it scares you a lot, especially when you realize that's your stuff there.
Oh, I'm sure, anyone could technically walk out with anything.
That's the fear always. It's like that's part of the respect thing. Is like that's our stuff out there. It's not like the convention owns this stuff. Like that's my PS3 out there. That's my GameCube out there. And
it's not just things being stolen. There's also the potential of things being damaged.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, GameCube controllers are a big thing, especially lately with Smash becoming mainstream again. I follow Pro Smash, and it's one of those. It's not very gentle on the controllers in general. I've had 2 controllers broken at conventions from Smash.
I personally, after my 950 hours played of Melee, have broken 8.
Really? Wow.
Yes. So that was beginning in 2001. I understand.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah, it's one of those. I understand that it's part of the game. I mean, my controllers weren't pristine, so it's not like it was a perfect controller that somebody broke. I just went out and found a garage sale one, grabbed whatever joystick or whatever broke out of it, and fixed it. It's not a big deal. It's just one of those. Our con goers are really nice, and I thank them a lot for not stealing our stuff and breaking our stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what in your guys' opinions are some of the best things about attending a convention? Like, especially one that's gaming related.
Getting to see the cosplays is cool. Some people go completely all out with some of the even obscure cosplays that you never thought you would see.
Yeah, the cosplays are pretty cool. Also, with the gaming related, it's fun to go and check out some games that you've never played before
Or don't own a system.
Yeah.
Like we have some stuff. We just got a Famicom disk system working. It's like how many people around here are gonna have that working that you can just go, oh yeah, let me go over to my buddy's house and play Famicom disk games.
This, as a preface, Kitsune Kon is at the time of recording this coming weekend.
Yes.
Can I put in a request for like 3-4 hours with that thing?
I don't know how many games we have for it yet. So it might be kind of disappointing. I'm not...
Okay.
I know he had one
He has
on the
like
list,
1 or 2 games. I know that, but
he's trying to get more on there so we can actually have a little bit of a variety to play.
But that's really cool.
yeah, it's one of those things. I think we have every mainstream system from like Pong up.
The one I was really surprised at, like, how much time and I ended up spending with it was a PC Engine.
Yeah.
PC Engine's great.
And I spent way too much time with that thing. It's funny because I was sitting there were PS3s, PS4s, all that cool stuff. I didn't touch any of them. I stuck to NES and Sega Saturn and stuff like that.
All the old school stuff.
All the stuff that isn't readily available.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, as someone who has a lot of consoles, it's a common joke on our show that we pick on the fact that I have basically every console. I don't come close to what you guys have for the convention.
Well, you also don't have a pool of 12 or 13 people to draw from, This
Right.
is 12 or 13 people stuff. Admittedly, a lot of the rare stuff is 3 or 4 people stuff.
You want to give shout outs to any of those guys?
Dancing
Dancing
Matt,
Matt,
Hick, Netikoven, the con director.
Yeah.
Actually. I think that's about it for our rare stuff.
For the most part. There's some other stuff, but those are the big people.
Yeah.
And my next question for you, and we kind of touched on this earlier. Lots of people ask for obscure games, crazy stuff, right? And some people just like to play the weird troll games, your ETs and whatnot. Some people just want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
If you guys were sitting it out and you just got to sit down for a couple hours and play something, what would you be requesting?
If I want to play a story game, I know the Uncharted series is a really good series to play. If I just want to play one of those games where you can just go around and have fun and do whatever you want, me and a couple of friends and my brother, we just like to go out and play GTA Online here and there.
Every convention, it ends up that like Saturday night, really, really late, or Sunday morning when I'm super tired, I just have time before teardown and before my shift or whatever. I have time to play, and I always find myself either playing Catherine for the PS3, because I still haven't been able to beat it on hard, or even medium, I don't think.
That's a hard game. Fun,
Yeah,
but hard.
My girlfriend's beat it on medium. I haven't. I've tried really, really hard, but I haven't. Or I go to my buddy Dancing Matt, who collects a lot of the Saturn games and stuff, and I go, okay, what's a good shmup for me to play? Because somehow I'm really, really good at the shoot 'em up games when I'm really, really, really tired.
I am one of those guys who really likes shoot 'em ups. I don't have enough, but every time I can play one, I will be. So I get that.
I mean, we used to do a little convention up in Wausau.
Yeah, what's
And that was a little convention, like 300 people, and we ran it on 4 people, and I was super tired, and I go, what game should I play? And I played it right in front of the station so he could watch me, and he came over to me like 20 minutes in, and he goes, have you died yet? I go, no, should I have? He goes, how? And I'm sitting there playing, and I look over my shoulder, that's, of course, when I die, and then I look back, and I go, oh, wow, I'm really, really tired right now.
You just are kind of nodding off while like 100% completing Ikaruga.
Yeah. Actually, I did really well at Ikaruga for a while really, really tired. I can't play it when I'm, not tired. I've tried. I'm really, really bad at it.
It's one of those things where you have to be like completely exhausted in order to be good at all. That'll be something.
I don't understand it. Yeah.
I'm going to find you this weekend and see if you can prove that.
It'll be sometime after Saturday. I'm not looking forward to my Saturday schedule. That's all I know.
Do you guys have any closing statements, any final remarks you want to make, for anyone either attending Kitsune Kon or looking to attend another upcoming convention?
Just to have fun and be respectful of all the equipment and property and enjoy yourself.
All right. Well,
listen to the signs posted.
Yeah, that too.
It's a big one.
Signs are good.
If you have a question about something, there's probably a sign of it somewhere.
Either that or just ask one of the staff, and they'll be more than willing to help you out.
That's great. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I know, this being the week of, you're I'm sure you're both crazy busy getting everything set up. So I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your schedule to come do this.
Yeah, no problem.
It's cool. I didn't just start setting up my room a week ago. We're good. I didn't go, oh, geez, I have 15 computers to, install Windows or games on. I'm good.
Hey, I have procrastination issues myself, but I will work on those later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's my approach.
No, but thank you for coming on. It's been great. I really enjoyed having you guys on.
Yeah,
And,
no problem.
I hope to see you guys at the convention and have a lot of fun.
Yeah, hope to see you there too.
And if any of our listeners who catch this early in the first couple days, you guys should check out Kitsune Kon. You guys can hit up their, their
hit
website.
up the website, kitsunekon.com.
Or
and
Facebook. Kitsune Kon.
And can you describe, last thing before we go, can you each describe Kitsune Kon in under 5 words? Making you think.
Yeah.
And Kitsune Kon can count as 1 word. Because it is.
I would have to say it's fun, tiring, relaxing at some points, chaotic. I don't have another one.
Oh man, I need sleep. That's my Sunday.
All right, we're gonna close on that. Thank you guys once again for coming on. And if you guys enjoyed this episode and you want to hear more from guests or more about conventions, you guys should hit us up. Let us know that. You can find me on Twitter. That's at NPCNJacob. That's where you can find me. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to visit our sponsors. You can do so by visiting gamingbuzz.com/sponsors. And if you like this episode, please share it on Facebook and Twitter with your friends, or you can submit a show review. You can do so by visiting gamingbuzz.com/24. Gaming Buzz is a proud member of Newsmakers Podcast Network, an ever-growing network of podcasts covering many business and entertainment topics. Check them out at npcn.tv. And as always, I'm Jacob.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Zach.
Thanks for listening to Gaming Buzz. New episodes can be found on gamingbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.